Welcome back to Amka Kenya. It's time for Amka Politalks. But before that, we need to have a look at what is happening on our roads. And MK is ready with that update. Talk to us, MK.
All right, Amka Kenya, where we keep you informed, entertained, and on the know of what is happening on the roads from 6 a.m. all the way to 10 a.m. So, Sai, let's look at Thika Road. If you're coming from Seasons Road, joining the superhighway, it's not looking very good. Kuna a bit of traffic all the way to around Family Access Medical Center. That's where it's loosening up kidogo. Things are looking quite all right from there. All the way to Kenya Power Roysambu plant, things are looking good. As you can see, things are moving. But sasa ukifika pale Kasarani Police Station at the roundabout, of course, there's a bit of traffic, but it's moving again. It seems today vitu zinaenda sambamba. All right, all the way to Thika Road Christian School, ECD. Things are looking great. If you're on the road on Thika Road, please let us know if what we are seeing here and what is happening kwa ground as well. Again, things are looking quite all right. Hadi ukifika Safari Park Hotel Casino, as you can see, there is no traffic. All right. Kumbuka tunaenda CBD. This is on your way to CBD. Things are looking quite all right. Java House, Garden City, pia vitu ziko sawa. Blue Springs Hotel. Things are moving all the way to Mountain Mall. Things are looking quite all right. JCC Thika Road, Apo Jubilee Church. Vitu ziko sambamba. So please, again, let us know what is happening qua ground, and we'll be sure to listen to you. Right now, let me get back to Alan. Akona Roba Pale. You are looking amazing, madam. You'll see her in a minute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very well. Thank you for that traffic update. Just as MK has stated right there, things seem to be moving along. Thika Road, probably the busiest road in the country. And as she's mentioned, everything is coming along quite smoothly. Let's have a look at the question of the day this morning. And the question of the day this morning asks, what is your take on government threats to arrest former DP Rigathi Gachagua upon his return? What is your take on government threats to arrest former DP Rigathi Gachagua upon his return? Let's sample some feedback that is coming in at this point. George M. Njuguna says, can't blame a crocodile reporting that the hippo is sick. They were together in the deep water. Wow. That's a deep one right there. We have Wangai Barita. They'll just boost his politics by arresting him. He will become more powerful. That's what the people have to say about this. Jim Wagasheru. By 2026, all Kenyans will sing two-term song. African God never changes mind. Israel, God maybe. Jim Wagasheru believes that by 2026, we'll all be singing two-term. Very interesting name right there, Justin. I can't pronounce the first two, but he says nobody can touch Riggy G. That man is unstoppable. He believes Riggy G is unstoppable and is untouchable. Stephen D. Ibrahim. It's like Kutinga. Oh, sorry. The two words have been joined. It's like cutting a high voltage live with a knife. They will be electrocuted. Well, they believe Riggy G shouldn't be touched. He's like hot fire at the moment. Johnny Nderitu. Riggy G is a movement. He cannot be arrested. He is unstoppable and untouchable. So what the people here are saying is Riggy G has joined Raila Odinga status in the opposition, probably somebody that has never been arrested. They say Riggy G is a movement. He cannot be arrested. He is unstoppable and untouchable. Interesting statements from Kenyans right there with regards to the possible arrest of DP Rigathi Gachagua when he gets back to the country. Now it's time for us to get on with our discussion this morning. Joining me this morning is nominated Senator Gloria Oroba to discuss the state of politics in the country. Gloria, morning to you.
Good morning.
Now, let's get into it. We've seen how DP Rigathi has been quite busy, for lack of a better word, basically saying he has evidence tying the president to some illegal sort of operations. We've seen the CS for Interior as well as the DP say when he gets back to the country, he needs to record a statement. You've had the privilege of working closely with the president. When you see Rigathi Gachagua say all this, what do you think is going on in William Ruto's mind, and how is he possibly likely to handle this?
First of all, thank you for having me this morning. It's always a pleasure to come here and speak out on certain issues.
Yeah.
I think for me, what we are witnessing is a complete breakdown of, I would say, a working relationship. Of course, there's a lot of betrayal that is being felt, you know, and often when certain issues are not really taken into account, what happens is that one party will always come out and spill the truth. That's what I will say. It's literally like a marriage. When you choose to part ways, you'll part ways. Amicably sometimes. Sometimes one party feels that the other one has been unfair, so they decide to speak the truth. And that's where we start being told about someone's behaviors, what they had been up to. Because, you know, when you're in your union, you're always protecting your partner. So what I can say is, I don't want to brush off what the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, is saying, because this is a person who worked closely with the President. This is a person who, on a day-to-day basis, when they were running this country, would literally, you know, hold strategy meetings with the President. So, sincerely, who are we who are not in that close-knit circle to doubt what Rigathi Gachagua is saying? Who are we? So I think the fact that it is him who is speaking out, which is maybe they didn't anticipate it, that is what is getting them very uncomfortable. It's funny that the Interior Minister is saying that, you know, putting out these threats and talking about arresting Gachagua. You know, when we were running the 2022 campaign, for 2 years, everyone in that team of Tanga Tanga was being arrested. You know? Even Kindiki used to sleep in different houses because there was a fear of being arrested. Gachagua himself, that time, used to, and he has told this story, also used because there was a fear of being arrested, because that was the politics of that time. Instead of allowing people to have divergent opinions and maybe tackling them back with factual and be something basis, it's like, ooh, tutamshika, tutamfunga, and then what? We saw how powerful that movement became based on each and every arrest. Every single time someone from the Tanga Tanga movement was arrested, there was always some boosts in terms of, in fact, these are the people we believe in.
Could that be his plan?
Who?
Rigathi Gachagua?
I don't think...
For it to lead to that point?
No, there's no one who plans to... As I'm sitting here in this, your studio, there's no way I'll be talking, hoping to be arrested. No one wants to be arrested. Do you want to have an accident to the wall in the prison cell? People are hitting their walls and dying. That's not what... no one plans to be arrested. I just think that what happens when you are in power and you have money, you forget that actually the same mechanisms that we used the time when we were in opposition as the Tanga Tanga movement to get into office is actually what the opposition people are, you're playing into their hand, so to speak. And, you know, over the weekend, I was having a drink with someone and they were telling me, actually, you know, the system, you guys don't understand. You know, now imagine plus Ruto and his this. And I said, it is so funny that they can speak like this, because Azimio had the system. Azimio used to arrest people when they had the handshake. Azimio had Raila in the formation. Azimio had money. A lot of money used to be carried in helicopters to be taken for campaign. But Ruto defeated them. So why would people in government think that they are any different from when Uhuru Kenyatta partnered with Raila and we were in opposing sides? All the money, if there's one person that should understand this whole scenario, it is William Ruto. Because he beat a system that had all the money, all the power, how many times, there's a time when William Ruto went he was flying to Uganda through Wilson. And they literally made sure that he could not fly out of the country. Right? Okay. And he's still, against all those things, still won. So why do they imagine that now that they have all those things, that Rigathi Gachagua or Fred Matiang'i or Kalonzo cannot beat them. It's for, to me, when I look at some of my colleagues in my political party speaking, I shake my head, because I'm like, you guys cannot see that this is how the former regime used to talk, and we beat them hands down.
Well, it's a good thing you've mentioned those three personalities. We have Matiang'i, Kalonzo, and Rigathi Gachagua, and this is the possible likely formation in 2027 upon your agreement as stakeholders in the opposition. Now, we're looking at this visit of Rigathi Gachagua in the States and how he's been able to carry out himself. For a long time, people have argued that the biggest undoing of the opposition is that image of Rigathi Gachagua, how he conducted himself when he was in UDA and how he continues to conduct himself, basically aligning more to the Mount Kenya region. Do you think this trip has improved his national outlook, or it has further dented
That
it?
is a narrative that government is running.
Okay.
That's a narrative that I fell for at the beginning during the impeachment, that there's this a tribal man, this is a person who only thinks about his tribe and his people. And it's an easy narrative to sell to people who don't know Rigathi Gachagua. You understand?
Yeah.
It's an easy narrative to sell because, I mean, he is from the mountain.
Yeah.
It is like when I talk, people are like, "Huyu anakuanga na mdomo sana." There are some characteristics it's easy for you to say, but we know who Oroba is because you can just put a blanket over, you know, and that's the narrative that government is using.
Yeah.
But if you really look at the person that has ended up uniting Kenyans, in terms of even people feeling like, okay, I belong in this country because there's this person who's speaking on my behalf. It is actually Rigathi Gachagua.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in all fairness, forget how he has conducted himself in the US. As far back as, let's even talk immediately after impeachment. You look at all the formations that he's having. This is a person who everybody said cannot work with anyone.
Yeah.
Yet they have had a very strong formation with all these leaders from all the different regions. The Natembea, you know. I mean, if he was a person who could not, if he's a tribal person, honestly, I don't think he would have sustained an united opposition this long. By now, he would have been running solo. And even when there was a scare, when we had the utterances in Kisii of the governor trying to say that maybe, you know, we don't want this guy, whatever, there was that thing like, oh, okay, so now the opposition is, there's some... You know, immediately after that, it was definitely obvious that was something they were trying to push because we saw now Gachagua with Matiang'i and all these people. Even in the US, there was a photo that came out. So I feel like if you're a tribal person and the way they're trying to paint it, that this guy can only think about Mount Kenya and the Kikuyus, then how is it that he has managed to sustain a union, a partnership with the likes of Kalonzo, who's also a very dominant figure?
Yeah.
How is it that he has managed to sustain a partnership with Matiang'i all this time? Natembea, there were Malwas and, you know, all Martha Karua, all these people.
Could it be a matter of convenience?
No. I think people need to start setting aside some of the narratives that have been run about people and then just interrogate the person according to what you see. Instead of buying into someone's narrative. When you start doing that, you start seeing people for who they really are.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's an issue of fake news. There's a lot of fake news.
All right. Well, when you look at the president constantly respond to the opposition talking about you guys not having a plan.
You guys, you've put me in opposition.
Are you in opposition? Not. I mean, I'm seeing you rolling with the people who are in opposition, so I automatically believe
you know,
there.
for me, I love my country.
Yeah.
I am when I see people talking bad about Kenya, I'm like, you guys don't even understand. You need to live out there. So for me, what I will tell you is, I will always be a critic of the wrong things that are happening because we have such a beautiful country and we need to literally change some of the things that we are doing. That's what you see. That's me. That is what got me illegally kicked out. You understand? Because I cannot sit here and look at things going wrong and not speak about it. And so maybe because of that, now you associate me with the people who are also speaking out about the wrong things.
Okay, fair point.
But well, I am in United Democratic Alliance. That is my party as at now.
Okay,
yes.
We'll get to that in a few. Now, when you're looking at this, issues that are being raised by the president, him constantly saying the opposition has no plan. The agenda cannot be Ruto one term. Do you believe there's the illusion of having time within the opposition? Because there seems to be not a objective sort of route that has.
What do you mean? They have a very clear plan.
He says, what are your plans? What are your policies? But you respond, our plan is Ruto one term. Do you think this illusion of having time could hurt the opposition?
No, I think this is it. First of all, when you're in a race, you must first be able to understand that you're in a race.
Yeah.
Ruto does not believe that there is a competition.
Okay.
That's his problem. That is the problem that Uhuru Kenyatta had when they partnered with Raila.
Yeah.
They never used to see Ruto as anything. You understand? In fact, I'm very shocked every time when I watch. I'm like, oh my, this is so epic. Because Ruto does not believe that he has any competition. In fact, if you sit with him, I sincerely believe in the bubble that he is in this season. He believes, as Standard has put it here, that he is God. And he is the person in power, and he will remain in power. That's the first mistake in any competition. When you don't acknowledge your competitors. Because you will always believe you've won already. So you don't start looking at your competitors as people who are actually trying to come for your position. Because, first you have to see, I am in a competition. There are people who want this position that I am in. So that you start looking at them and saying, okay, what are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? So that you start reacting or responding or even improving yourself in what they are beating you at. But when you see yourself as the absolute winner, you will keep saying that the opposition does not have a plan. Yet the opposition has been clear. They have said their sole plan as at now is we have a person who they believe is not doing well for this country, and we cannot talk about anything else we are going to do, because the first thing for us to do is to remove this person from that position so that now we can say, okay, healthcare was doing badly, let's fix it.
All right.
And I think that is, you can't force people into your plan. That is their plan. That is what they perceive as a plan that will help this country. And if I was Ruto, what I will do is I will acknowledge, okay, this is your plan. Because then you will understand that these people, they have realized Kenyans don't even believe in manifestos anymore. That's what the United Opposition has realized. They have realized Kenyans don't believe in manifestos. So stop bothering them with manifestos. Right now they are pained. They are pained with the taxes. They are pained with the healthcare system, pained with the schools, this affordable housing thing. They are pained, and all they want to hear is, how will you relieve this pain? So the plan here is, we remove this guy from office. I think that's our plan. I mean, it might not sound like a well-crafted plan, but look at us in Kenya Kwanza. We had a well-crafted plan, and eventually we are now giving smoky machines in State House. Everything that we had in the Kenya Kwanza manifesto has been brought down to handouts. So, in fact, Kenyans are realizing we don't need anyone with a manifesto. We just need someone who believes that we are Kenyans, and we need to live in a space where we are not being pained.
Okay, I mean, sorry, 2 years is a long time, Gloria. And you've mentioned handing out of these smoky trolleys.
Smoky machines.
And people have taken issue with these empowerment programs that are being spearheaded by Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. And I'm just trying to understand that whenever these things are done, there are huge crowds that show up, whether organic or not. These are huge crowds that are showing up. People are being empowered with what you guys call as tokenism. What are the chances that people are going to listen to a divergent sort of option? Because this is what people need. That trolley that doesn't make sense to you, he's probably going to use it the next day. So you see it as tokenism, but the president is speaking right to these people who are having the issues.
And it's the playbook of William Ruto. You can preempt it. I used to go to State House in the parliamentary group meetings, and he used to tell us, don't worry. There's a time to be popular, and there's a time to be unpopular. And at the right time, we will be popular. Everybody knows his playbook.
So this is the right time?
It wasn't. It is the pressure of the United Opposition that is giving him this stress of now going into activate tokenism. Because when we were talking about, let's really look into this affordable housing taxes and this, and you're trying to tell him Kenyans are not feeling this thing.
Yeah.
He would tell you there's a time to be popular. He would actually tell you, guys, you cannot be popular all year round.
Yeah.
So nyingo jeni hapo mbele mtaona nitageuza hii kitu. I didn't doubt that. I don't doubt that because I know even when we were doing the 2022 politics, at one point the strategy was these people are hungry, give them food.
Yeah.
Then let them vote. The difference is so much has happened between 2022 and now. And it's not the same politics. It's not the things that we did in 2022 are not necessarily going to be done and then also translate into votes. I'll give you an example. In Kisii, the empowerment programs, the people come, they take money, they take whatever is being offered, they clap, they sing two-term. The next day, you have a funeral. A person from the Kenya Kwanza Alliance associated with Ruto cannot hold the mic.
Yeah.
They want to lynch him. In the same area, same neighborhood, same people who took money yesterday.
Yeah.
You understand? If I was somebody in office, if I was William Ruto, when I look at that, I ask myself, so is it working? Is it working? When we give them this money, is it working? Do they at least give us leeway to even have a conversation?
Maybe
it is not working.
Maybe these are just pockets of people in
You
that
see,
funeral.
today,
Yeah.
today, even my enemy, if I meet them downstairs here, if they hear Oroba is giving out 1,000, my enemy who wants to kill me, they'll come. They will take, because people need money. But that doesn't mean that immediately they take the money, they're done, now, now we are friends.
Yeah.
It just means that at this moment, people want money. And in any case, which I have been telling people, take that money, take those machines, take those, but because till today, no one has shown us a budget under this budget that we pass in parliament, where we have been told empowerment programs. So where is this money coming from? So that money is ours anyway.
Gloria, you say people want money.
Yeah.
He has the capacity to do this up until 2027. Every single day.
That's
up
okay.
until 2027.
Let me tell you.
So what if it's done?
You
like
will
that?
dish out money until the night before elections.
Yeah.
And on the day of the election, Kenyans are not going to forget how many people you have killed in the streets. Kenyans are not going to forget how many of their relatives have been conned by this labor bull nonsense thing.
Yeah.
They're not going to forget. Kenyans, let me ask you right now, there are Kenyans who have, their families have been impacted so badly by decisions that our government has taken.
Yeah.
You think they will take money and forget? They will not. There are people who every day are going to hospitals for dialysis and what and what and what, and every day is a fight with SHA.
Okay.
They will take your money, but they will not forget that.
All right. Okay.
And let me tell you what else Kenyans will not. Kenyans still don't even forget that when the Gen Z movement was happening, me who was fighting for sanitary pads and what, Kenyans don't forget that the president pinched me. Even if I explain it 1,000 times, they're like in Gloria. And I keep asking them, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to slap him back?
All right.
So Kenyans will not forget.
Okay.
So what you need to do, you need, as a president, as a government that understands the people who you're leading, you really need to listen to them. The only thing Kenyans are saying is, make things work. Make education work.
Just hold the thought right there. We want to take a short break right here on Amka Kenya. When we get back, we continue with the conversation.